Hey girl, you know me? You probably don't recognize me looking all natural, honey, with this Crisco grease number 5 around my lips. But Tony said he finna come around here and run me to the grocery store to get some food for the Thanksgiving. And he wanted me to look all natural, so that's what I gave him, okay? I like to just, you know, look a little natural for my man. Well, he ain't my man. I don't know who he messing with now, but you know, we kind of talking again and it feel kind of good. I'll tell you about that later. But did you get into this last episode of Medicine Wives? The funniest thing about it all was hearing Dr. Heavenly call that lady Contessa. C-O-N-E Tessa. That thing had me hollering. But I'm going to tell you what Contessa said. She said, you might be able to clown my name, but you won't be able to clown my coin. Okay. Did you see when Contessa pulled up to Toya house in that nasty Bentley? I said, you better do it. One thing I'm loving about Married to Medicine that they're doing with Dr. Heavenly's family and with Contessa and her husband's family is showing that the Cosby Show, which was a fake family, is actually real in Atlanta, okay? And the thing about it is they doing it bigger and better than the damn Cosby's. And I love the fact that they just making it look so commonplace down to the Bravo. All the other networks, can we get some ratchet reality TV shows with some actual well-to-do black people? It's enough of us out there. Everybody ain't loving hip-hop based. Many of us is classy based. You know you classy when you got green eye stuff on top of your eye. This represents your money, but you just do a soft lip and just a small crop bald Tony Braxton, honey, yes. Just classy base, classy, fishy, just real senior pictures. Real senior, whichever hand, where my hands go. Just real Bailey agency, Cynthia Bailey, shoulders with it, yes. Before we get down into the laughs, the gags, and the real nitty gritty, I must also give another shout out to Dr. Heavenly and her daughter Alora. I love the relationship Heavenly and that grown ass woman she called her little daughter have. That little girl is so smart in the way they cackle. You know, that's the way it should be. Heavenly still rules with an iron fist, but she is still friends with her children. And that's how you get your children to tell you their business. When they hunching, when they sucking dick behind the portable, when they stealing money, when they down on the drugs. That's how you get them to trust you and talk to you. You got to talk to them while they young. They'll talk to you when they old. Write that down. I don't give you a word. All right, on to the nitty gritty. Dr. Jackie, let me tell you something. As much as I'm sitting here trying to sympathize with Dr. Jackie, that scene she had with Simone when she said, you know, the thing that upsets her the most is that she missed all the signs. I dried my tears and I could not remove this smirk off my face because I'm like, how in the hell did you manage to miss all the signs and the whole damn world seen all the damn signs on the TV? Jackie, 2 reunions ago or the last reunion, you had to read the tweets, the comments, the snail mail, and the damn smoke signals in the sky that said, your man is begging for your attention and begging for you to be home, and he gonna run amok and run astray and land on Plymouth Rock if your ass don't do something about it. What in the hell is you talking about you missing all the signs? Jackie, you didn't even need no signs because the man had done told you straight up what the tea was. I need somebody to, Simone, I'm going to need you and Cecil to call me personally and please inform me that your son was playing when he was down to that ice cream shop talking about he like white women's. Okay, and then when you said you hope he want the swirl, and then he was like, oh, what about some chocolate? And he was like, I mean, I'll settle for it. You didn't see the trouble that Ricky Smiley's son got into on his reality show about that foolishness and all that bukkake? And quite frankly, Simone, as outspoken as you are about every damn thing else in your life, I'd have thought you'd have corrected that in a minute. Let me tell you something. We don't have a problem with our boys dating white women, although historically that hasn't worked well for us, a la OJ, ask Emmett Till. But we do have a problem with them preferring them over black women or dating them exclusively. I got all kinds of problems with it. I ain't for it. That's why I completely disagree about sending black kids to all white schools and putting them in all white spaces. I ain't for it. I ain't for it. Here it is. Your mama black as they come and you got the nerve to sit up in her face talking about you like white women. Now Simone, everybody knows Simone and Cecil is my favorite medicine wife couple, and where they gonna get some redemption for raising that colorblind ass son is in the fact that equally or so at that ice cream place Simone had a very honest conversation with her son about the status of their marriage. And I'm going to tell you something. What I like about Simone is that she addressed the issue head on. She gave it to him in an age-appropriate manner without digging into the details and the minutia of the issues. That's the way you're supposed to do it. And it was reassuring, and I loved it. Simone was honest. She didn't tell her son that me and daddy gonna be here together forever, and all this other fluff that we see down to the Lifetime channel. She told him straight up, here's what daddy and I are going through, and I like that. I guess if he old enough to declare he liked the white women, he old enough to understand why mommy and daddy may potentially get a divorce. Miss Renee, listen, they need to give more camera time to Miss Renee. I love somebody who work for you but act like you work for them. Renee running their house on their coin. She got the best of both worlds. She running this rich and fabulous house on their coin, then she going back to her son's house and living on his coin. Yes, guys, y'all know Donnell Jones got all 702 money. He the one who wrote Get It Together. It's about that time. Miss Renee is spending a dime. Yes, shouts out to Miss Renee. From what I've heard, we're going to get a lot of Miss Renee, and she going to be like the Mama Joyce of the show during later seasons. And I heard Miss Renee even get into somebody's ass later on in the season. So let's stick around and wait for that. Hey, Miss Renee, welcome. Now, Miss Renee, I want you to know I go in on young people, I go in on people, kids slightly, and I damn sure go in on old people. So I don't want no foolishness and I don't want no mess. And Contessa, if you come over here and try to shoot me about your nanny, you better be ready, because I got 20 dikes on Ninja Bites. Okay? Is it me? Or did y'all find it slightly awkward to hear Toya talking about masturbation with her damn daddy? No, God, honey. And daddy looked like he was excited to have that conversation. Daddy had them teeth rotted out in the front. About no ate so much puss in Detroit, honey. Daddy got excited when she was talking about wrenching that thing off with that shower rod. Oh, that's so nasty. That's that girl. Daddy, I did not mean to imply incest. I'm just saying the whole thought of a woman with a shower rod hand on head. Daddy smiling, honey. He was ready to trade that glass of wine in for a Michelob and get back to his old pimpish, hoish ways. We seen you, Daddy. Let me tell you something. I don't trust no man over 60 that wear baseball caps and baggy clothes and shorts with a lanyard hanging down. No, God. Daddy is an old player. I know that's right. Toya, Daddy. Toya, I'm totally convinced that English is your second language. Because when you sat up there and said so makes it non and void, it's null and void. N-U-L-L and void. Makes it null and void. She's like non and void. And I get that Toya went to college, right? And I get that just because somebody went to college doesn't make them smart. But I did think that college asserted a certain level of baseline intellect and vocabulary. And Toya, it's just, I mean, girl, I'm starting to think you and Jocelyn Hernandez was in the same 6-period portable in high school, because your ass need a Rosetta Stone too. You've been needing one since the first season. Well, I will say this. You did pretty alright last season, but Toya, non and void, and you would think that these producers would allow y'all ass to go in and do a voiceover to keep y'all from looking like damn fools down to the TV. Just rich, fabulous, and dumb. I mean, bitch, I guess if you gonna be dumb, you might as well be rich and fabulous with it. I guess. Let me tell y'all something. The other funny thing on this episode was that damn field day. And again, the MVP award goes to Dr. Heavenly for the most funny. When Dr. Heavenly said, hell, we done already lost this shit. And then, Lord, she was floating around in that damn potato, said, Heavenly, your poor performance on that field is how I know your ass done went down to Dr. J. Kurz and got all your fat sucked out too, because you lost the whole person. So you had to have been working out to lose all that weight, right? Wrong. Lord, Heavenly had me gagging and kikiing in that potato sack. And then when they got on that ball and they was jumping up and down and she kept talking about Toya butt and the way they cut it, that shit was hilarious. But see, let's talk about this. Heavenly is outsmarting all these girls, because I don't say it this time and time again. She's got this Kenya Moore thing going on. Heavenly don't give a good goddamn about these friendships and about these relationships. She is here to make good TV. Heavenly knows how to get it started, and she went over there and got it started with Toya ass, and it was hilarious. But I will say this, Heavenly did the very thing she said she didn't want to be a part of. She took something the size of a mustard seed and turned it into mustard greens. She kept talking about she didn't want no altercation, but the way she was running her mouth, she created a damn altercation. As a matter of fact, blew it way out of proportion and got folks looking and carrying on. And then once she said her part, she did her favorite thing, exit stage left. And I'm going to tell you something, that shit irks my nerves, that people want to fire you up, rile you up, say what they want to say, and then walk off. I'd have snatched Heavenly by that damn thin ass piece of rap she had. Get back over here, okay? And we'd have finished that conversation, stirring up and firing it up down to Jackie events. Y'all know better. I'm gonna tell you something, Contessa, you a better woman than I'd ever be, because I'd have never backed down from Heavenly ass down to that picnic. Okay, listen, you get an A+ for being mature. Do y'all see how Contessa disarmed Heavenly by owning that situation and taking responsibility for it, even though she didn't believe the words that was coming out of her mouth? Down to the picnic, she wrote it all off to, okay, well, maybe it was just a misunderstanding and I misheard or I misinterpreted something. But shit, just 2 scenes prior when you was down at Toya house, you was spraying Heavenly ass, talking about how she was mean and combative, so on and so forth. But I dig it. A grown woman said, you know what, we down to this lady picnic for the health and fitness, and this is not the time to be fussing, and quite frankly, the whole situation is petty. So to make all of y'all shut up, I'm just gonna own it, and it's all my fault. Put it on me. Blame it on me. Say it's my fault. Oh, no, we're not supposed to be singing Contessa Michelle. See, Contessa got me singing Contessa Michelle, and that got me all messed up. Lord, Lord, Lord. Simone and Cecil, quiet as it's kept, instead of doing the Skype conference counseling, y'all should have took y'all ass down to Tamar Mammy. Y'all remember that first season 1 or season 2 of Breakfast Family Values? Tamar Mama was supposed to be opening up a counseling center for people who don't have no degree in counseling but want to give people opinions about their damn problems. And Krystal Wilson, Ronnie from Players Club was the client. I know y'all remember that. Y'all should have just called Evelyn Braxton. Let me tell you something, with the issues that y'all got going on, y'all gonna need more than some computer love to fix that shit. But we rocking with y'all and we praying for y'all. Now, so here's the last thing I want to leave you with before I get out of here. I ain't gonna hold you on the line. I need to get ready to get dressed because I'm going to Monday night crab leg night. I think part of the frustration with Cecil and Simone is the fact that Cecil's personality is set up in such a way that he's always going to be liked. Cecil is a very likable person, and it's so funny because when Simone shares her grievances about her husband and other people, what she wants in that moment is support and quite frankly people to be on her side. But then you think back to Cecil and his demeanor and his disposition, and you be like, I can't picture that coming from Cecil. That's Cecil's God-given gift. You know, that one thing that God puts in all of us is that charming, endearing nature. And I think that Simone gets mad because she knows Cecil for his works. And she knows Cecil can be a devil sometimes. We all can be. And when she get to sharing it and playing it to other people, they don't receive him as the devil and give him the side eye the way his actions should warrant. I think that further exacerbates their problems and frustrates Simone. Medicine-wise, y'all were pretty alright this episode. It was cool. I loved it or whatever. I hate the fact that they moved y'all to Friday. So on Friday night when it came on, I was too tired to call you then, Nelson. And I was going to call you on Saturday, but then I figured you was out to the park with your kids. And Sunday it didn't make sense to call. And then Monday, when I called, it made sense to call about Housewives and Escape just kicking it first because it was the freshest. And now this is the 3rd video on some shit that happened on last Friday, and I don't know how I feel about it and how y'all gonna feel about it. Drop into the comments and let me know when you want me to call you about Married to Medicine. And we'll talk later, girl. Bye.